Hey, what's up? DTF here. A little more Slay the Spire 2 for you. We're recording reasonably late night. It's like 10:30 p.m. You may hear my phone vibrate. At any point, I'm expecting my partner to come home, and when that happens, I will pause the video indefinitely. And when I come back to finish the video, I may be talking a little quieter, a little more like this, you know. So, just enjoy what we've got here. We're gonna try to win regardless. I don't think the curse. We need to be able to draw Venerate as quick as possible in the early game, so I don't think anything clogging it up is a good idea. Transforming a card is actually like kind of a safe bet, weirdly. Am I clipping when I talk? I think I am. Let me turn me down a little bit. What if I go down to like here and turn the game volume down to like there? Then we unmute. I'm not going to tell you why, but maybe our astute viewers may be able to guess. Leave it at that. What's up with my hair? Sorry, I'm easily distracted today, apparently. You know why? Coca-Cola. All the red 40 brings out the ADHD in me. We're going to take one of two colorless cards. We're going to take Fisticuffs. It's just a good card. It's a good everything card. Good upgrade target, good blocker, good attacker. Any chance we get 3 fires? Yes. Like so. So we can get an early shop, couple of question marks. 3 fires, and then pivot here for the elite, unless we like really can't. But of course we want to. So let's see. Early game here, always a bit of a snoozer. I shouldn't call it a snoozer. I also should have attacked twice, but you know, it's always the same. I guess the variation in character helps a little bit. We're taking damage right away, which is not a great start. I will use this on you because 7 damage is better than 6. Sorry for the accidental 6-7 there. You know, normally I would never. I do kind of like it. I came around. And that's the millennial way. As we age, scorn and ridicule for the first 2 weeks of the kids having a new thing, and then co-opt it. And it's, yeah, 6-7 has been co-opted by the millennials. Sorry, Gen Alpha. You lost. You done, bud. What do I take here? Crush Under's AoE. That's fine. I don't take that card very often. I don't love it, to be honest, but... Okay, here. I mean, it's early enough that we could probably make a Spectrum Shift work. Especially with an upgrade. I can see the appeal of a knockout blow, too. Just to get us through these couple of early fights we know for sure we're going to do. Long term, it's not the best card, and we don't have any way to pay off the stars right now. And nothing here to buy that lets us use stars. I'm sold. Spectrum Shift is what I wanted from the get-go. I think that's what I'm going to take. We can afford Prophesize, but we're not going to take it. I suppose I will take the Clumsy Relic for more energy on our 3rd turn. Combat and a question mark is totally fine right now. We're going to get through this guy quick. I forget what your deal is. I forget what you do. Maybe we're never going to find out. The game volume's working, right? You guys can hear it. Give me a Gather Light. We Gather Light, we Crush Under, Strike. Should be able to take you out next turn. No, Fisticuffs first for sure. And Strike, and then we'll just defend to take no damage. It would be nice to play Spectrum Shift, but truly we do not need it. Because we can just kill him this turn. No. No. I'm not taking any of that. I can be convinced, but no, we're not going to take that. Okay. So the weakness plus the crush under keeps us pretty safe here. I think we should do the damage since they're vulnerable. We have no big attacks. We have no attacks at all. Thought that was the text I was waiting for. Sorry. I don't know why I act like I'm doing a bad thing when I'm down here playing Slay the Spire. I was like, I don't want my partner to catch me. Like, no, it's fine. They know that I do this. I just don't, A, it's embarrassing. Don't want to be embarrassed. And B, I haven't seen them all day. So if they come home, I can't just sit down in the basement with the door shut and talk about what card I like better. No, I gotta chit chat. That's the foundation of a healthy relationship, is the chit chat. I know you probably don't come to me for, I'm going to take a bulwark, relationship advice necessarily, but maybe you should. We've been together for 5 years and five years and some change. Probably going to be together a whole lot longer than that. Just in case anyone's watching this video. They're not. I mean, someone might be, but no one that knows me or my partner. Sorry if I look like a toe tonight. I think I look like a toe sometimes. Fisticuffs is just 2 more damage and 2 more block. Give me the bulwark. Meal ticket, probably not going to help us out this floor. Certainly not going to help us out this floor. But it'll help us out over time. We'll play bulwark. Just to get a big strong man to help me lift. Sorry, that was... Look, it's Pride Month, okay? So I can sound as gay as I want. Which typically is not particularly, but you know, not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, I just don't want to give people the wrong idea. I don't want to it's cultural appropriation, right? To pretend like you're gay if you're not. Because being gay is a culture. Some people think that the gays are cooler than us straights. As I said us, I was like, wait, who's us? Us Slay the Spire players? I'm sure there are gay Slay the Spire players. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that there are. It would be insane if they weren't. It would be really telling. It would make me question a lot about this game if gay people didn't like it. I'm sure there are gay people that don't like it. If no gay person liked Slay the Spire, that would be very troubling, right? Anyway, happy Pride. That's the end of that spiel. Spiel's a funny word. Spiel's probably Yiddish, right? Love the Yiddish. Love a good Yid, as they say. Who says that, you ask? No one. No one anymore. It's an Albany expression. Just getting garbage from our what is it, Golden Road? What is that card called? Rainbow Spectrum Shift. Yo, I can't believe I haven't thought about this before right now. When we went to the Sphere to see Dead and Company in 2022, about 5 minutes of the screen was just going down a rainbow road like this through space, which, like, you're like, okay, that sounds neat. Nah, dude, when you're there, maybe I've talked about this before on the channel, but when you're in that frickin' sphere, man, that sphere, your eyes believe what they see. It felt, I could feel the motion, and we weren't moving, but it felt to me like we were going down a rainbow road. I was very impressed. I want to go back sometime. It is like a multi-$1,000 trip anytime that you go there. So, probably not anytime soon. But one day. How do I feel about a hegemony just to do some damage? Is that or a manifest authority? Because we do have once we play Bulwark, we've got a strong Sovereign Blade. We have plenty of defense, though. Give me the hegemony. We'll try. Okay, this is a weird turn, right? We're going to just do that for now. Next turn, we should be able to play Sovereign Blade and something else to kill one of them. Yeah, Sovereign Blade plus a strike kills the one with the most HP. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little distracted while I'm sitting here waiting to see if my partner's coming home. Nope, they are still out with our friends. Why did I not go out with our friends, you ask? Well, I was at work for a little while, and I got off earlier than I expected, but I had already in my head said, like, I'm not gonna go and do that. Which that's like, you know, I don't want to call myself any kind of neurodivergent because it's never been diagnosed, but I certainly have a hard time adjusting the expectations for how I have told myself a day is going to go. You know what I mean? And I know that's true for everybody, but like, it's not. Some people can quote unquote go with the flow as far as plans for their day, and I can if the plan is just like go with the flow. Like we're going across the country next month or next week. Whoops. And we don't really, other than the event that we're attending, which has side events attached to it. It's a wedding. I can say that we're going to a wedding, and I'm in the wedding, so we have to go to like the pre-wedding or whatever. The rest of the week that where we're going, we're just gonna kind of wing it, and like that's fine. But on a minute level, like if say we're in Colorado, right, and we decide we're gonna go for I said where we were going, and yeah, it's fine. We're going to Colorado. We said we were gonna go to a museum and a hike, and then we go to the museum and they don't open for like 6 hours, so we go on the hike and we've still got 4 hours to kill. Well, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I wouldn't like it. That's all I'm saying. I like when things go according to plan. Which is why I didn't go out with my friends tonight. And I'm down playing Slay the Spire with you guys. It's all full circle. We don't want any of this garbage. Maybe Cloak of Stars we want. I'm sorry I called you garbage, Cloak of Stars. I knew I was going to fight these guys. I didn't bring it up, but I could just feel it in my bones. I don't think we're particularly well equipped for it, other than Crush Under being kind of nice. But we'll get the Bulwark out, so we can play Sovereign Blade to get a kill next turn. Take no damage this turn, which is nice. I want to save the potion for the boss. Okay, so with 6 energy, I can ice you. Can't quite ice you. Once I do this and that, yeah, that's plenty. I can block all the damage, get you ready for death since you're buffing yourself. You're going to be stronger next turn. Gather Light does not get us to Falling Star, which kind of blows, but that's okay. We're just going to smack everybody. We're taking no damage. We got Spectrum Shift out, not that that really matters. Well, Flash of Steel is a good card. And then Sovereign Blade will get that kill, no problem. Another potion, Juicy Bracelet, great for the rest of the run. I think a Know Thy Place, upgraded right here, is better than resting. I do. That might be a bold stance, but I believe it in my deep in my soul, my heart of hearts, as they say. Easy first turn, kind of played itself. Really wish we wouldn't have drawn a beckon so early, but definitely Know Thy Place. We play all of our blocks. Play the beckon and the bomb, and we take no damage. Couple turns, we're going to deal 40. Finesse is nice. Fisticuffs covers us nicely. We're going to play all of our cards here. Yeah, I was just thinking we need to get Bulwark out. It's nice to have the Sovereign Blade about. Not this turn, it's not. Same with the dramatic entrance, really. Might as well play Know Thy Place. That's going to give us 1 block. I think I'm happier with the energy next turn. And we're taking no damage, so it's all fine. I could have played for 1 damage, dramatic escape. Or not dramatic escape, dramatic entrance. Let's burn the beacon. It's Falling Star. Sovereign Blade. We're going to Master of Strategy, which drew another beacon, which kind of stinks. Let's play Crush Under. Let's give you energy. No, it just draws 2 cards. And there's nothing we want to draw, so we're not going to do that. We're getting loaded up on beacons here, which is never a good thing to see. Computer also getting a little framey, and I'm not quite sure why. This is a Mac, as I've complained about before. When I shouldn't say complained. I love my Mac. Sometimes, specifically for gaming, Mac is not the best choice. I was playing a little Slay the Spire on my private save last night. We're gonna hold one of the beacons in our hand. No, we're not. Okay. And while I was doing that, I was using I use Logic to make music and stuff. And Logic has got it's got software that can separate a recording that's just baked together all of the instruments as one track, you know, a finished song or a demo recorded in a garage or in a living room or whatever. And Logic can separate out the instruments into their own individual tracks so you can kind of mix them nicely. And it works really well. It's really slow on my computer, especially because even though I've got a new Mac, it's old. It's like 5 or 6 years old. And Slay the Spire runs like hot garbage while that's happening. Like the worst I've ever seen a game run and not crash. Almost impressive to me that the game can continue to run with the frame rate. I mean, like I was playing the wrong cards because it was unclear where the mouse was when I was clicking. Like the whole thing just didn't work. Double check. They're still playing pool. This is craziness too, because we're going kayaking tomorrow. And they're gonna be mad sleepy. We're going. It's the same group of people that my partner's hanging out with right now. They're all gonna be mad sleepy if they're out at a bar playing pool all night when they could be sitting in playing Slay the Spire with me. No. I do play a little multiplayer Slay the Spire with these folks. I've been thinking about adding that content to the channel, but none of them care quite as much as me about this game. They have all moved on to play something else, which I will not do for many years, probably, if I had to guess. Can't promise I'll keep making the videos forever. Do we really want to fight 3 elites? Couldn't we? Yeah, hold on. We gotta go like this. It nets us just 1 elite instead of 3, but 3's too risky on the second floor. No shop either kind of blows, but at least well, I forgot that we had the meal ticket, so we heal when we go into a shop. Maybe this will be one. We'll see. Alright, Goopy defends. Energy on the 3rd turn. Draw 1 additional card. I mean, it's not so bad. Sacrificing card rewards is also pretty good because it allows us to motivate ourselves to be choosy about what cards we take and what cards we don't. Obviously, that's the way the game is played. You're supposed to be choosy about it, but it's nice to have a reason to not take cards, because sometimes I'm guilty of just being like, that's good, and all of a sudden I've got a 32-card deck. Relax is not it. Fuck it. Let's try. We have a lot of combat, so hopefully we can get a couple relics out of this. Just a god-awful first turn. We're gonna try again. This is better. Could have played Spectrum Shift. Should have played Spectrum Shift is what I meant to say. I intended to play Spectrum Shift. I wasn't paying enough attention. And I didn't notice that we had used up all of our energy already. Now, similarly here, I hadn't done the math. I thought for almost certain we were going to kill that guy. We don't. We take a boatload of damage instead, which stinks. Hegemony ices you. Plenty of block. Can't punch through your block. Oh, yeah, we can because I make it so. Falling Star. Always Falling Star first. Sovereign Blade gets the kill. I mean, Orbit's pretty good. We don't have any card draw, right? Yeah, not naturally. Not unless we get something from Spectrum Shift, which we have. But it makes me care a little less about Orbit. We certainly don't need the other two. I think maybe there's something to be said for Orbit. So we'll start sacrificing on the next go. Kind of immediately like put your money where your mouth is, right? In regards to Orbit. Well, this blocks all the damage. And Bulwark's not as important because Sovereign Blade doesn't really chip through these guys that well. So let's see. Let's throw the weak potion at you. Probably I should block. Okay. If I had 2 more attacks, we could have taken him out. Another place on you for sure. It'll give us 9 block. Might as well just kill that one. Should have paid attention to Orbit there and not played that 3rd card. We have 18 damage in hand. And if we block, we only take 1. Which at this point... What's one more, you know? Crush Under helps, Gather Light. Cannot get to an Orbit payout, but we're ready next turn. So the first card we play will give us extra energy. Unless, of course, it's that one that costs us none. I know I said we need to motivate ourselves to sacrifice cards, but we need block too. This deck it needs more juice than it's got, for sure. I'm not gonna say we're totally juiceless without juice, but we are not as juiced as we should be. Like, what is this fucking turn? I mean, I guess at least we take no damage, deal 4 damage to this loser, but this guy's gonna wake up in 2 turns from now. Know thy place. What? I'm not drawing any attacks. Does this deck have any attacks? It's got Make It So. I think a turn with 4 energy. And I have to spend big to... Yikes. Actually, this is bad, yeah. I mean, I gotta take you off the field. I've gotta play Patter. With my extra energy, I'm gonna play Orbit over Spectrum Shift. But there's a chance that we don't make it out of this. Bulwark and that at least kills you. And then we can block as much as we need and strike once. So we probably will make it out of this. Although, I mean, when you look at this turn, it's pretty close. We're gonna only have 3 HP. Yeah. All it takes is a turn like this to kill us. Crush Under. Spectrum Shift. Yeah, we're dead. We lose. We're dead. They're still at the bar. They're still at the bar. Let's try again. Let's keep it going. This is probably gonna be a long video. Run it back. May have to pause and use the bathroom real quick. Give me a random rare. Let's make it so again. Okay. I do see 3 fires. With a shop. Okay, it's an interesting path. We'll see. Only 2 skills means we cannot do what we need to do here. But at least we take no damage. Take out the front leaf slime next turn. Got a little loose hair up there. Did I get it? Yeah, mostly. I gotta wear the hat like that. I gotta put it on like this so it looks like I have hair. Because, you know what I mean? If I'm not careful, if I put it on like this, then there's the tiniest bit of hair, but I look like I'm basically bald. So, and not that there's anything wrong with being bald. I just don't look. I like Northern Lion. I don't want to look like him yet. Make it so, and then we're gonna get it back. Learn from our mistakes. We need attacks. We need attacks. Devastate's an attack. Upgrade or transform. Let's upgrade, make it so. It's 9 damage, which isn't nothing. I will take the gold in this case because we're going immediately to a shop. What is all this garbage, dude? Take Omni Slice. Heirloom Hammer is not any good. Glimmer, I suppose. We don't really have much to draw right now. I'll take it just to give the deck a little spice. Yeah, give me what was the choice? Because they're not rare, obviously, but they're both common and uncommon. Crescent Spear. Got trouble with my spears and spheres. You know, I'd be putting the sound where it should be a spa. Too much spa, not enough spa. Every teacher I've ever had told me that. Also, we've got to play Venerate every time we see it right now. If we're gonna ever play Devastate. Let's draw. Let's put Omni Slice on top of the draw pile. That was dumb. We should have just killed him. We're gonna have 3 more infections in our deck. And we drew Omni Slice this turn. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna do that, and then this does great work. That's why I take Omni Slice. I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? I guess kill you. Block, we're gonna take some damage. It's an elite fight. You expect to take some damage, but we really desperately need some ways to generate stars. Especially if they're going to give us turns like that. I mean, we're not going to die. We may need to rest at the first bonfire we see, but we're not going to die. Book of 5 Rings. Get the fuck out of here with that. Oh, that's like the worst. That's like the worst relic in the game. I mean, we'll get a heal, probably. It just really bums me out to see that. Can't buy shit here. I shouldn't have even looked. Should have maybe gone this way instead. Don't rest here because we may get a tiny mailbox or something. That's 40 damage. We're going to upgrade Venerate. I know that's probably not what you expected me to do. Letter opener, okay, that makes Megit so seem a little more likely. We're going to upgrade next time and rest this time. Take a glow. Strike and a defend. We've got the Devastate on hand. Make it so. Venerate. Devastate. Glimmer. Gets the kill next turn. And Glimmer doesn't do shit, but Crescent Spear does. Spear, not sphere. You think they're just gonna stay at the bar forever? I know I sound bitter. That's dumb. I'm being silly. It truly does not bother me that they went out. I know I keep bringing it up, but it's just like it's, you know, the feeling of an impending thing. It's also like not a favorite feeling of mine. Give me more stars. Even if it's a good thing, even as my partner coming home, just the waiting is the hardest part. To quote a Mr. Tom Petty. That went fast. The waiting is the hardest part. We can't take a second Devastate for sure. I mean, Child of the Stars would give us at most like 8 block, which, I mean, early game is fine. I didn't take it though, so I must hate it. I forgot about Make It So and Letter Opener, so I'm happy we blocked all that damage. This is a good time for Falling Star because it does make Omni Slice deal 12. I will be gone the Defend to see what we get. Of course, it's Devastate. I screwed up. We're going to use the energy potion here because I wasn't paying attention and I didn't realize that I had lethal and I played a card I shouldn't have. Dude, Genesis is huge for us. How do you upgrade? 3 stars, so it's always 2 energy. I mean, Solar Strike's not bad. No, Genesis is the move. We are going to rest. This is a fine turn to summon Genesis. That, I will play the Omni Slice. We'll play Begone on a regular strike. Would have been nice to play Venerate. But no luck. Okay, so we can basically play our star cards whenever we want now. Energy depending, I suppose. I'm gonna draw 3 first. What we're looking for is exactly Falling Star. We have enough energy to play both. Dump a regular strike. I'm gonna play Falling Star. I'm gonna play Devastate, which already stuns him. Omni Slice does 12. This is another 9. Making what I would call quick work of him. Play Make It So. I'll play Glow. Venerate and Defend because it gives me another Make It So. We can only play 1 card here. I suppose 5 block is as good as anything. Omni Slice for sure. Instead of the strike, we should block 3 times and get a Make It So instead. Let's see if we can Wombo combo again. Still could potentially Wombus, so let's try this first. Get rid of the strike. Looking for... no, of course. Falling Star is what we were looking for. Otherwise known as Wombus. I mean... hard to argue with 5 block. When all we need to do is 39 damage. That's 8. It's 20. Draw. I don't know why I would draw. It's going to come a little bit down to the wire here, especially since I didn't draw lethal. There we go. That went fine. Yeah. See what we get. Bombardment's too expensive. 7 stars is playable once we get Genesis out. Big Bang is always good, but I think 7 stars, yeah. Now let's see what this guy's got to offer us, and before I make the decision, I'm going to run to the bathroom. 4 additional energy, or a single special map. How do I like this map? 1. There is no 3 fire path. Which means I think, well, 4 additional energy though. Got a lot of expensive cards. So what would we do? This is a guaranteed double elite. Not necessarily, huh? I guess we could go like this. But then we can't get any shops this floor. Nah, you know what? Give me the special path. I am going to pause. I'll be back in just a second. And we will play a little more Slay the Spire 2. See you soon. Oh yeah, and it's 11:11. Make a wish. Okay, we so back. Sorry for the delay. You'll see up here how long it's been. Maybe 10 minutes. Not to be gross. Well, I'll phrase this carefully. I had ice cream yesterday, and I am not really like an ice cream Andy. I can't really be eating ice cream, and I didn't let that stop me from doing it anyway. And I have been, paying the cost for my hubris. I also had an entire box full of pierogies, which probably didn't help. Any way we can get to the amount of stars we need to play 7 stars? No, definitely not. Any reason to play Devastate instead? It does 15 damage. I think the weak is actually going to be better for us. We'll play Genesis, just the 1 defend. We're going to take 10 damage. See, now my mental math is even going better. The pipes are clear. Sorry. And again, not to be gross, but I wish that was true. The pipes are not 100% clear. And I think I said, I'll take the glimmer back. We didn't really need it. Oh, taking a card back healed me. How about that? No. What we need are a couple of good blocks. I said we were going kayaking, right? Definitely, I said we were going kayaking tomorrow. And I cannot... The pipes need to be cleared before I go on the river for the day. Especially if we're going to be drinking and carrying on, whatever. There's one thing, the river is endless. The river is filled with wonder and opportunity and frogs and spots to get a little drunk and all kinds of great stuff. But I'll tell you one thing the river does not have, and it's flush toilets. And sometimes, you need a flush toilet. I don't know what I was hoping to draw. Just give me Genesis next turn. Okay, make it so. Actually, well, no, letter opener got the job done, but in doing so, we also drew make it so. No reason to dick around with anything else. Let's see what we draw. Kill him with Crescent Sphere instead for more style. I'm going to be calling that motherfucker Sphere. There's no getting around it. It's block. It's block, and it helps our 7 stars. I guess upgrading Genesis is good. I think the 11 block right now is more necessary. Glimmer. Give me glow at the top. We are going to end up grabbing it here. Might as well play Make It So. Gonna just play the defend, which should give us another Make It So. I hadn't really accounted for that. So we do 5 damage plus 9. So anytime we play 3 skills, we do 14 damage. It's pretty good. We're going to play none this turn, but it's in service of giving us more stars per turn. Of course, we cannot play all of our cards here. We've got to play Falling Star. Defend for just 3. Yikes. I forgot to check. Still playing pool. If I can get this entire run done without them coming home, you would think, by the way I've been talking, that I might be like butthurt by that. And again, poor choice of words. But no, that's fine. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that they were able to go out and have fun, and I would have time to be here and decompress myself. Which honestly, you know, again with the relationship advice here, but my partner and I spent a very long time not living in the same place. We didn't live together for a long time. I don't know. I mean, I do know how long. I got to think about it. 2021, 2022, 2023. They moved in the end of 2024. So 3.5 years, we only saw each other once a week, twice a week. And now we live together. We live together for 1.5 years, and it's great. But that being the basis of our relationship means that we both have established patterns and routines that involve having alone time, which I know is not necessarily the norm for couples. I've got some of my coworkers live together, well, are married, I should say, and it seems like they spend all their time together. Like if the husband gets new days off at his job, then my coworker, the wife, changes her days off to match his, to make sure they always spend all their time together. My partner and I do not do that. Not at all. We are both happy, I think, to have a day off where the other one is not here. And I think that, you know, I could see if that's not how your relationships go, if that might not make everyone happy, but I think it does make us both happy. So, who are you to judge? Huh? Tell me, who are you to judge? Are you Pete Boo to judge? Do you guys know that guy? I barely know who that is. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is a chatty Slay the Spire episode. What are we gonna enchant with perfect fit? Maybe patter? Just to get the block more often? 7 stars I thought about, but 7 stars, strike demi's fine. 7 stars is not going to be playable every time we shuffle. I would rather gain a debt, hopefully get a little bit more money out of this. Can we get... yeah, we can get the card. We can get the relic. Got some money. Akabeko is kind of nice. And... no, we don't want any of this. I mean, once we get Genesis out... if we could find any way to get Genesis happening more often, then having multiple Devastates is totally fine. Okay, that's going to be nice. Means we should be able to rest here. And I think I would rather... so all of these do 9 damage. This would be 14, so it would be 17. Which is not quite as strong as 2. We're short on blocks. And we have a lot of defends. So, getting rid of 2 defends to make a perfect defend. Or ultimate defend, sorry. Does seem like the right call for us. Just looking to see if there was any way we could guarantee getting Genesis quicker. There's not. Take a second Omni Slice. We're gonna cut the debt. Dude, I'm wacky. I'm taking a second Omni Slice. It's gonna help us out for the worms that we fight on the next elite fight. Let's draw. We'll make it so up there. We're gonna see it again in a second anyway, because I'm gonna burn a strike. We're looking for some kind of block here. Should draw like this. There's the ultimate defend. Might as well play MegaCrit since they're vulnerable. We're going to take a little bit of damage. We just take 3. Sorry. Popeye needs his spinach. His spinch. Take 2. Got a lot of days coming. Non-negotiable, we have to play Genesis. I'll play the Venerate, even though we can't play any other cards this turn. It's an okay turn to do that. Gonna pop the Regent potion right away because we're about to get hit for 28. I think I shouldn't play the Omni Slice. I think I should just tank the 28 here. Now we can patter. Ultimate defend and then devastate for 33. We need to hit him. So that's 9, 8, 18. I'm not going to put any more dazes in for 6 more damage. Well, 9 more damage. Yeah, that's exactly what we needed to see with the devastate. Colorless potion's fine. Ripple Basin will probably happen once or twice. Gonna do a quick check on our pool players. They're still playing pool. I mean, I guess I don't know what they're doing. They're still at the venue that they were playing pool. Do we create cards? I mean, Begone creates us a card. That's it. So Arsenal only gives us 1 strength anytime that we play Begone. Yeah, no, we take none of this. This is gonna heal us a little. Which means we can smith. I think 15 block is actually, 15 block for 1 is about as good as it gets. No worms! Huh. How about that? And here you were like, this guy's gonna have to fight the worms. Nah, not me. Not today. Bro, give me fucking panic button. It allows us to gain some strength. Now we're going to be in trouble these next turns, but we hardly play any block as it is, so who cares? Free energy. We're drawing. Put the block back. Draw it again. An Omni Slice. Suppose I will Crescent Spear for 19. And that gave us the skill. It still counts as playing a skill. Now we can gain block again here, which is great. Why is that doing 13 damage? Oh, is it a strike? No. Why is it doing 14 damage? Oh, because it was, I had the vigor, of course. Alright, we have to play Genesis. We are going to play Patter as well. There's the Ripple Basin as promised. Now this gives us energy. Should draw first. Of course, what we were looking for was the 7 stars. Put strike away. We may be able to get the kill, so I'm going to go in here. 13, 13, 45. We did not. Taking another huge hit. I think that we are fated to die against this boss. I think we can't put up enough block. This gets the kill at least. Cool. Okay, Rainbow Ring's nice. Gather Light, non-negotiable. We need more blocks. Despite the fact that we heal a little, we're going to rest for some more. And then let's just see. I'm going to try to draw. I'm looking for Genesis. Let's put Devastate up top because we're going to play Gather Light and then Resonance. We got Make It So to get the Akabeko bonus. If we can play a power, how many powers do we have? Just the one. So Rainbow Ring, as good a relic as it is, it's not really going to help us out that much here. Patter's big. Glow's big. We'll wait on the frantic escape. Begone our strike. Venerate almost gets us to 7 stars. We have to frantic escape. Gonna hit him for 9. I want to save the stars. Right? Maybe the weak would be important for us, though. Yeah. Took like 7 damage off the field, which is gonna matter. Okay. Genesis. Omni Slice. We'll play the frantic escape just to get a little farther away. I could have gotten Rainbow Ring there if I hadn't done that, but I did, so here we are. Weakness is big for us. Checking to see, I didn't know if we had played 1 or 2 skills. Oh, I can always check with letter opener, huh? Again, no chance to play 7 stars. Draw. Give it to me next turn. Oh, but now we don't have the fucking energy. Dude. Alright, hit the devastate. Oh, we're done, dude. We're toast. Yeah, this was the turn I was worried about. There's nothing we can do about this. Are you kidding? We're toast. Yikes. Sorry, when I feel like I need to make a point, I look at myself and I am over here. There's 2 monitors that are yay big. Look how far back I have to go. And I right there. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, man. I've been DTF. This has been Slay the Spire 2. Maybe I'll film another one tonight after my partner gets home. Maybe I won't. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you like the channel. If you want to get more relationship advice or you want to hear more about bowel movements or whatever, I appreciate you. I will talk to you soon. I love Slay the Spire.